Hi there. I wanted to talk briefly about a book I bought in the recent Comixology sales that I had no real knowledge of beforehand, but just thought I'd take a punt on because of the people involved in its creation. It's Blossoms 666. This is a book set in the world of Archie, Riverdale, and it follows the Blossom twins as they undertake their ascension to be, I think, the Antichrist. It's written by Cullen Bunn, art by Laura Braga, and it is a great read. I really enjoyed it, particularly as I got it very cheap in the sales. Let's have a look at the book and we'll talk more about it without giving away too many plot spoilers. So it's a pretty obvious book, and then we'll just have a quick look at the pricing now if it's not in the sale anymore, and where you can get it from.
Okay then, so we've got Blossom 666. This is set in the Archie universe of Riverdale. It is written by Cullen Bunn and Laura Braga, and it's sort of one of those Archie horror series. So I've previously talked about Vampire Veronica, Afterlife with Archie, Jughead the Hunger, and this sits in that Archie occult area. With this, you've got the Blossom twins, Cheryl and Jason, and they are up to no good. You have Cheryl sticking up for Dilton for some strange reason and inviting him to a party they're throwing at their mansion that evening. You also have Jason standing up for Jughead and Miss Grundy getting a little bit flirtatious with him. The way that Miss Grundy is drawn by Laura Braga is good because she looks sort of, an older teacher, but she's not too old. But she also gets across this sort of, okay, maybe I'll get a piece of Jason kind of look, which I quite like. Anyway, as you go through this, you find that there's some strange comments and sort of darker imagery in their house. So you've got these strange cherubs and animal heads, rotten apple with maggots coming out of it, and then as they go into the basement, you've got a cult ceremony going on with their parents, and it cuts straight to the party. Now, all the gangs there from Riverside, everyone's having a good time, and you're wondering, well, where's all this going? You find that they are trying to corrupt these members of the sort of Archie gang with these occult rituals, but you're not 100% sure why. It's not really spoiling anything to say that it's revealed quite quickly thereafter that Cheryl and Jason are vying for the spot of, I think, Antichrist, or something along those lines, and they need to compete to find out who it is. Because they're born as twins, they're not quite sure which one of them it is, and it will reveal itself. But then you find out shortly thereafter that there is a third twin, or rather I should say a triplet, Julian, and he's also in the running. I don't really want to say any more than that because we're whizzing through the book and there'll be some major sort of spoilers in it, so I'm going to slow down a bit. And what we'll just say is that Cullen Bunn is in this element writing this story. It's great. It seems to have stopped at the moment. I can't see that there's been any new issues, but you can certainly get the trade. The art by Laura Braga is really good. I love her art style when it's used with the appropriate story. This is great for getting across that sort of glamorous look of the Blossoms. Laura Braga's an Italian artist, and you can see this Italian vibe, I suppose, this fashionable, chic vibe coming through with her art. She also does a really good series with a crossover between Betty Veronica, Poison Ivy, and Harley Quinn that I should really talk about because I enjoyed that book, but it's a fun read. But it's just a great art style when used appropriately. And this is a book that, if you like Cullen Bunn's work, if you like some dark things, it's totally worth checking out, and it quite often comes up on sale. I got this in the Comixology sale not so long ago for only a few pounds, because I thought I'll give it a punt. I enjoyed the other sort of Archie, I don't know, horrorverse books, and it's a shame this story doesn't go further, or that it wasn't a designated, let's say, 10 or 12 issue run, and they just went through with the whole story start to end, and you get a sort of big conclusion. I mean, you get some wrap up at the end of this book, but not a lot. But it's still a fun read.
Okay, so that was the book. I say, excellent art. I really like Laura Braga's art for this. She does good stuff with Poison Ivy as well. She's done the crossover book, I think, with Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, and Betty and Veronica. Can't remember. I have to check. And Cullen Bunn's storytelling this is what Cullen Bunn likes to talk about. So he's in his element here, and he's playing with known elements with the Riverdale gang as well, which is fun. I don't know if the story is continuing or not. This is a good book on its own. I would say go get it if you want a bit of a different read and nothing too heavy duty, and if you like darker stories as well. It's just a bit fun. Price wise, say I got this in the sales. I put up the price it's currently available for on Comixology now. I only paid a few quid for it, but it may well fluctuate around. But Archie stuff does tend to go on sale quite often if you want a digital copy. As far as print versions, I'll put the price up now on screen. Again, you'll have to be the shop savvy or watch your prices and wait if you want to pay a sort of discounted price. This one's not available right now. Let me know, is this a book you knew about? This one you were thinking of getting? Give us a thumbs up if you took something from this video, whether that's you're going to get the book or you're not interested anymore. And please feel free to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.